Hello, I'm Diane Trees. Tavistock Development Company has been building a unique sports and performance district in Lake Nona since 2014. With no team or nearby stadium, it has nevertheless created a mixed-use sports cluster in the midst of a community founded on the premise of healthy living and working principles. Andy Odenbach, Vice President of Sports Ventures for Tavistock, joins us now. Andy, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here with you today.
Lake Nona is most often thought of as Medical City. So how did the idea come about for a sports cluster?
Well, it's interesting you should mention that. Medical City was a name given to us by the press, and it was a great opportunity for us to capitalize on medicine and hospitals and research and education. But then it was almost like people felt like they didn't belong if they weren't one of those four things. And we were very, very fortunate to be introduced to the USTA, the United States Tennis Association. They were seeking a home for their player development. And they were looking throughout Florida and throughout the Southeast. And ultimately, in that meeting with them, we said, listen, we have plenty of land. We can do your player development. But the one thing you need to know is that we intend to develop everything around you once this is done. So let's dream big, let's think this through, let's make sure we have everything you could ever want in one place before we actually put a shovel in the ground. And that's when it went from player development to community tennis, collegiate tennis, family tennis, and now you have this 64-acre, 100-court campus that is second to none in the world.
Well, that's interesting that you said that segue, because I'm thinking you don't have a professional team that's anchored in Lake Nona. You don't have a stadium nearby. So what convinced you that this venture would be a good idea to pursue?
Well, I think for us, we knew that we wanted to branch out beyond Medical City. We were creating this great jobs base. We were creating this great residential base. We believed at our core that we were a well-being community. A lot of focus on health and wellness, but what did that mean? Well, it meant that we needed to start dipping our toe in the water and seeing where could we have penetration beyond a stadium or arena or a professional team. And again, very fortunate that we were introduced to the USTA at the time. And since then, we've gone on to agree to build Orlando City's training complex. We're meeting constantly with other national governing bodies. Now that the USTA has built this, there are a lot of other sports throughout the country that want to consolidate to one location. And for all the reasons that we know, Orlando and the airport and what we offer outside of the immediate need is second to none.
What is a mixed-use sports district, and is it the same as a sports performance center? Because I hear that term as well.
Well, a mixed-use district, for all intents and purposes, is more than one use. So a lot of times you'll see around stadiums and arenas, they say, oh, we're doing a mixed-use district. And it's like, okay, so what's included? Well, we have some apartments. Well, what else? Well, we have a couple of restaurants. Well, what else? Well, that's it, other than the stadium or the arena. You know, at Lake Nona, within the 17 square miles, we're really trying to placemake from start to finish. So we're focused not only on infrastructure, but also education and grocery stores and restaurants and retail and places where people have every convenience of life within 5 minutes and close proximity to what I would call everything else within 20 minutes.
What do you envision here for Lake Nona? You're talking about the sports that you already have. Are you thinking about other different avenues of sports coming in, not just the expansion of what you have in existence, but different kinds of sports?
The thing about Lake Nona is it's not a sports performance district. Okay. It's a sports and performance district, okay? So performance takes on a life of its own when we think about corporate America and how they want to optimize their employees. So sure, we have the USTA, and sure, we have Orlando City, and sure, we want other national governing bodies to look at us as a place for them to call home and create synergistic opportunities with sports performance and nutrition and recovery. That's all going to happen. But then there's the whole performance side. And if we take it to the corporate side, we look at somebody like KPMG. KPMG has chosen Lake Nona Sports and Performance District to acquire 50 acres of land from us and build a national training center, 800,000 square feet, 800 proprietary hotel rooms. This is where they want to train their workforce globally for ongoing education, leadership, and training and culture and placemaking for KPMG.
And KPMG, if our viewers don't know, is the fourth largest, I believe, accounting firm in the world.
Well, they like to say that they're one of the four largest.
One of the four largest.
Yes.
They're very big, put it that way.
Over 100,000 global employees.
Well, I thought that was interesting because I'm thinking sports district, I'm thinking medical, but this is accounting. So again, are you looking at this as sort of an innovation magnet for different industries and ideas coming in?
Yeah, we look at the opportunity against all corporations. If you have a desire to innovate, if you have a desire to collaborate, if you have a desire to get the best you can out of your people and your product, then we want to be a thought for you in terms of how you move your business forward. Whether that's a research and development facility, whether that's an entire relocation of your company, or whether that's a specific segment of business within the company.
That really leaves you open to so many different avenues to pursue. How exciting.
Oh, it's very exciting. You know, with over 17 square miles, there's plenty of land, but we want to curate the right partners. We're not a traditional developer in the sense that we just want to flip a piece of dirt and move to another city and start all over again. We're looking at Lake Nona through a 50-year lens, not a 5-year lens, not a 5-week lens, but a 50-year lens. Make the right decision so that 50 years from now you can look back and say, we really did it right. And that's how we treat Lake Nona.
Now, you mentioned USTA, the Tennis Association. Relocated headquarters, you have a professional development side. They also have a recreational side for this. Was this the anchor, the intention for the sports cluster, or has it just worked in to become that?
The USTA has become a natural anchor. Once we knew we had the USTA here, we knew we had the capacity to round it out. Now, other companies and other organizations and other national governing bodies have said, wow, they've done this here, we can easily do this here too, and again, create tremendous synergy between all of the partners that are now there and that will be there.
That helps then attract other even kinds of sports because they can see what you've built already with the USDA. In that, you mentioned what you're building is being different. We think of sports clusters, the traditional models in other places in the country. Tell me again why this is unique in what you're offering.
When we look at the Lake Nona Sports and Performance District, it's not only about the user, it's not only about the USTA, it's not only about KPMG, but it's also about their employees. Is this a good place for their employees to live? Are we providing all the conveniences of life to those employees? Do we have great schools for their children to go to? You know, this whole idea, oh, live, work, play, we've heard it 1,000 times, but who's really delivering on that? And that's what we're trying to do every single day down there. So it's not only about the consumer, the tennis player that comes in to compete in a tournament, it's also about that USTA employee that lives here in our community year-round and raises their children in our community year-round.
So it's the healthy lifestyle that's embedded in the community that you believe helped attract KPMG into building this facility for their people.
Not only KPMG coming to Lake Nona, not only the USTA coming to Lake Nona, but everything that we do with sports, performance, and recreation. There's an entire recreation side of the house. People that live there need things to do, whether they're playing indoor soccer, whether they're playing outdoor tennis, whether they're going to a driving range and hitting golf balls for a couple of hours.
So it's taking both, as the USDA, the professional side of things, plus the recreational side. With what you're building, how are you building auxiliary infrastructure? What's there? You need restaurants, you need hotels, even entertainment might be a possibility.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. So again, when we say we want to offer all the conveniences of life, we need not only restaurants, we need hotels. So the hotel is a great place to start. So the USTA, with the throughput that they have, we're actually going to build a hotel in walkable proximity to their campus so that when their guests come to town, they don't have to rent a car, they don't have to stay at a hotel that requires a shuttle. They can literally come to the hotel, they can come over and warm up for their matches, the family can come over and support the person competing while they're competing, the family can go back to the hotel, and then the competitor can make their way back, so that it's a very timely and pleasurable experience for everybody, not only the competitor, but the people that are coming to support the competitor.
So you already have those plans in line. What about the restaurants? I imagine all of this will sort of just cascade into place as you move along with things.
One of the next major projects for Lake Nona is our town center development. So we have announced that we are going to expand our town center into phase 2, and phase 2 is going to be another 800,000 square feet, where we are going to lead with entertainment and we are going to lead with restaurants. People still will destination eat, destination watch movies, destination go bowling. What people won't do is destination shop for staple items like, socks and t-shirts. That's all being done with Amazon now, which, as we know, Amazon has now chosen Lake Nona as a major fulfillment and distribution center, 850,000 square feet.
Right. How important, Andy, is it for you to have the working relationship with the City of Orlando in terms of building awareness for what you have, even helping in recruitment? Is that important?
Everything that we have ever done at Lake Nona has been done through partnership, and we really believe in that. Not just public-private partnership, but everybody in our collective ecosystem. We are in the city of Orlando, we are in Orange County, we have great partners like UCF, we have great residents that help us envision what we're going to do in the future based on their current input. You know, success isn't done in isolation by one person. It's done by many. It's done by a much, much larger group. So we believe we have an exceptionally good relationship with the city, with the county, with UCF, and all of our partners there in Lake Nona, and we are collectively shaping the future of Lake Nona together.
I don't know whether you can fairly answer this, but what you're building is long-term. Do you have a time frame in mind for some of the big goals that you would like to see come about?
Well, everything we're doing every single day is what we all want to see come about, and the faster we can do it, the quicker we can do it. We just got to make sure we do it right. We can't rush, we can't make a bad decision, we can't be impulsive to do something that we all wish we had done differently. That being said, we can't wait for the next 10 KPMGs, we can't wait for the next 5 USTAs, we can't wait for the next 3 UCFs, although there'll only be 1 UCF.
Thank you so much. This is fascinating.
Yeah, it's been great to be here.
Very
Thank
good.
you so much.